Hello students. So students, we will continue with the previous chapter, that is structure of atom. So in the last class we discussed about the arrangement of or distribution of electrons in different orbits or shells. So today I will explain you what is valency. Okay. Now let us say this is an atom B. Okay. Now here the protons are 9 and the neutrons are 10. Now if in the atom, if the protons are 9, the electrons will be, how many electrons will be there? There will be 9 electrons. So there will be 9 positive charge and 9 negative charge. I hope it is clear to everyone. Now if there are 9 electrons, how these 9 electrons are distributed in different shells? In K shell, let us say this is K shell. So in K shell, how many maximum electrons can be accommodated? 2. So in K shell, 2 electrons are accommodated. Then second shell is L. And how many electrons are left? 7 electrons are left. And maximum number of 8 electrons can be accommodated in L shell. So here there are 7 electrons and these 7 electrons will be accommodated in L shell. Now please see here. So in the first 1, 2, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here maximum of 8 electrons can be accommodated. Okay, but here there are only 7 electrons, so this atom is unstable. In order to stabilize the atom, there should be 8 electrons in the outermost shell, and this is called as octet. Okay, outermost shell, if it has 8 electrons, then it is called as octet. But here the outermost shell has only 7 electrons. That is why the atom is unstable. Now what to do in order to stabilize the atom? There are two ways. One way is to remove, or if atom loses all these 7 electrons, then first shell will be left, and this first shell is completely filled and the atom will be stabilized. So one option is to lose all the 7 electrons, or another option is to gain 1 electron. If from some other atom, if this atom B will gain 1 electron, what will happen? Outermost shell will be complete and the atom will be stabilized. So the second option is better than the first option, because in order to lose 7 electrons, lot of energy is required. Okay, so 1 electron is gained from some other atom. I am showing with dot. So here 1 electron is gained by some another atom. Now what happens? The outermost shell is complete and now the atom is stable. That is okay. But now you see here students, here the protons are 9. The protons will remain as such because protons cannot move from the nucleus. It is embedded in the nucleus. Protons will be 9. But now what is happening? There is 1 extra electron. There are 10 electrons, and in the neutral atom, before there were 9 electrons, so there is 1 extra electron, because now there are 10 electrons. So there is 1 extra negative charge. Okay, and now this atom B will become B minus 1. It has charge here and we call it as a ion now. An atom having charge are called as ions. Okay, because there is 1 extra electron, that is why it has got minus 1 charge. So when the atom gains electron, the minus atom acquires negative charge. If atom will gain 1 electron, it will be minus 1. If it will gain 2 electron, it will be minus 2. If it will gain 3, it will be minus 3, and so on. And this is the valency. What is valency, students? Valency is the number of electrons which is gained, lost, or shared by atom. Okay, now in this case, what has happened? This atom has gained one electron. Here you can see this atom has gained one electron. So here the valency is 1. And since it has gained electron, there is one extra negative charge. So here the valency is -1. If it gains 2 electrons, the valency will be -2. Okay, so valency is the number of electrons gained, lost, or shared. I hope it is clear to everyone. Students, please refer page number 50 and 51 of your NCERT book. Now I will give you one more example to explain valency. Let us see this. Let us say this is one atom, okay, and let us say this atom is Y. Okay. Now this atom has 3 shells, K, L, and M. See here, the protons in this atom is 12. I have not shown the neutrons. Proton is 12. So the electrons in this atom will be 12. Okay. Now what will be the arrangement of electrons in different shells? In first shell, the maximum of 2 electrons can be accommodated. So I can write here 2. Now out of 12, 2 atoms are accommodated in the first shell. How many are left? 10. And in the second shell, maximum 8 electrons can be accommodated. So here I will write 8. Now how many electrons are left? 2 electrons are left. So those 2 electrons will be accommodated in the last shell, M shell. This is third shell. See, K is first shell, L is second, and M is third shell. And I told you the inner shells are filled completely first, then the outermost shells are filled. I hope it is clear to all of you till here. So let us fill in the first shell, 2 electrons. In the second shell, 8 electrons. And in the last shell, that is M shell, how many electrons are present? 2. But students, again, the atom is unstable because in the last shell, there should be 8 electrons, but here there are 2 electrons. So octet is not complete, or the outermost shell is not complete, because according to the formula 2 and 2, there should be 18 electrons, but I told you that we take 8 electrons. Why? That you will study in class 11. But this atom is unstable because it has 2 electrons and there should be 8 electrons. So there are 2 possibilities. Either the atom will gain 6 electrons or either it will lose 2 electrons. Because if this atom Y will lose 2 electrons, what will happen? It will have 2 shells and both the shells will be completely filled and atom will be stable. And gaining 6 electrons will need lot of energy than losing 2 electrons. So what this atom Y does, it loses these 2 electrons. Okay, it loses these 2 electrons. These two electrons are lost by this atom Y to some other atom. Now what will happen in this case when 2 electrons are lost? See here, proton. How many protons are there? Protons are 12. Electrons, now since 2 electrons are lost, so it is having 2 less negative charge, so electrons will be 10. You can count if you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so here there is 2 extra positive charge. Okay, because there are 2 extra protons, so there is 2 extra positive charge. Now this atom will become Y plus 2. Since it is charged, it is called as an ion. And here the valency is plus 2, because I told you the number of electrons gained, lost or shared is the valency. So here how many electrons are lost? 2 electrons are lost. So the valency is plus 2, because now there is excess of plus 2 protein, or there are extra 2 protons or extra 2 positive charge. So what is valency? Valency is the number of electrons gained, lost or shared. If electrons are gained, then the atom has a negative charge. If 1 electron is gained, then the atom will become minus 1. Charge will be minus 1. If 2, the charge will be minus 2. If 3, charge will be minus 3. If electrons are lost, then the atom will become positively charged or positive ion. Okay, if 1 electron is lost, then it will be plus 1. If 2, it will be plus 2, as you can see here. If 3 electrons are lost, it is plus 3. So the valency is the number of electrons gained, lost or shared. So here 2 electrons are lost, so the valency is plus 2. If 3 electrons are lost, the valency will be plus 3. Okay, and if 3 electrons are gained, the valency will be minus 3. Okay, now about sharing of electrons, that you will study in class 10th. Now students, this, just 1 minute, see here, this is called as a neutral atom because it doesn't have any charge. But if it has a charge, whether minus or whether plus, then it is called as ions. Okay, then they are called as ions. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can clear your doubts. Now I will give you one question to do in classwork. Please see here. What is the valency of an element A having protons 13? Okay, so please do it and show the answer to me. Thank you, students.